Captain Zero. Captain Zero. Research explorer in time and space. Somewhere, in a remote, uncharted region of the planet called Earth, stands the laboratory of Captain Zero. In this secret location, known only to a few in the outside world, Captain Zero and his associates experiment in time and space to learn from the past, to plan for the future.
Contact has been established. We now transmit you direct to the laboratory of Captain Zero. Please stand by.
Captain, what in the universe are you shooting at?
Nothing, Jet. I'm just checking the sights on this gun.
Criminy, it sure is a strange-looking thing. What kind of a gun is it?
A para-ray gun. I've been working on it for some time.
Para-ray? What kind of a ray is that?
Well, para is short for paralysis.
You mean it will paralyze people?
That's right, but it's strictly a defensive weapon. Actually, it's perfectly harmless.
How does it work?
Well, the coils in the gun produce a powerful electro-ray, which react on the nerve centers, causing complete paralysis.
You mean a person would be unable to move?
That's right. Unable to move a muscle until the effects of the ray wear off.
How long does it last?
Oh, about 60 seconds so far. But with further experimenting, I should be able to increase it.
Man, you sure come a long way since the bow and arrow.
Yes, but the bow and arrow is still a pretty effective weapon, Jet. Has been for centuries. In fact, a really skilled bowman can be almost as accurate with his arrows as we can be with our ray guns. Remember the story of William Tell shooting the apple off his son's head?
Yes, but I don't believe it.
You mean you don't think William Tell really lived?
No. Do you?
Suppose we activate the time machine and find out.
Okay. What's the setting?
Well, if I remember the legend correctly, William Tell supposedly lived in the village of Berglund, near the town of Altdorf, high in the Swiss Alps. Let's see, Berglund. B-U-R-B-U... Here it is. Okay, set the longitude and the latitude.
Yes, sir.
Longitude, 8 degrees, 39 minutes, 10 seconds east.
8 degrees, 39 minutes, 10 seconds east.
Latitude, 46 degrees, 51 minutes, 30 seconds north.
46 degrees, 51 minutes, 30 seconds north.
Right. Now, set the year for 1307.
1307.
November the 18th.
November the 18th.
About 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Set the voltage at 8.4 and stand by and activate the cycle reactor. Petro.
Yes, sir.
Stand by for operation of the time machine.
Yes, sir. Where to this time, Captain?
We're going to try to pick up William Tell back in the year 1307. Set the electro generators at 8.993. Twice drawn output, 4.712. Set the trilotron at 12.1195.
Right.
Ready, Jet?
Ready, sir.
Ready in the electro chamber?
Ready, sir.
Stand by. Activate the cycle reactor. Good. Cracking the fourth dimension, ejecting back into time. 1950, 1900, 1850, 1800. Field output up 5.5. Steady. 1700. 1650. 1600. Going back. Check thermal gauge.
10.757.
Increase to 12.112. 1500. 14. Steady. 1350. 40. 30. 20. 10. Stand by. 1307. Cut the cycle reactor and lock it. Level power, Citro.
Did we make it, Captain?
I think so. Set the sound wave segregator and patch it into the time machine audio so we can hear what's happening.
Yes, sir. Set, sir.
Good. Set the language rectifier for German. Stand by and activate the view screen. Bring up the plate current. Increase the beat frequency. Coming in. There, the Swiss Alps. And there's the village of Berglund in the year 1307. Now, Tell's house was supposedly just to the left of the church. Stand by to refocus inside. There he is, Jet. William Tell.
Father, someday I, too, am going to be the greatest bowman in Switzerland, just as thou art.
I'm sure thou wilt, Heinrich. If there is still a Switzerland.
But there's still a... What dost thou mean, Father?
Thou art yet a little boy, Heinrich. But if something should happen to me, thou shouldst know why.
But what could happen to thee, Father?
These are evil times, my son. The ancient rights and freedoms of the Swiss are being taken away by the Austrian Emperor and his cruel governors. Already foreign soldiers fill the land, and they take away our crops and cattle for taxes. The Swiss have always been free men, but now the Austrian rulers would make slaves of us.
But is there nothing we can do? Can we not resist?
Thou hast courage, my son. I am proud of thee. Aye, we can resist, and we shall. Now, no more of this. Off to bed with thee.
Yes, Father.
All right, Henry. Open the door.
Yes, Father.
Tell. Heinrich?
Walter. What news?
Some good, some bad.
Hang up thy cloak, Walter. Heinrich, off to bed with thee now.
But, Father, can I not stay and listen?
No, 'tis past thy bedtime.
Yes, Father. Art thou still taking me to Altdorf tomorrow?
Aye, we go to Altdorf tomorrow.
Thank thee, Father, and do not worry about the soldiers. We can handle them. Good night, Father.
Good night, my son.
Good night, Mr. Hurst.
Good night, Heinrich. A brave lad.
Aye. Sit down, Walter. What of thy news?
Tonight I met in secret with 31 others on the shore of Lake Lucerne. They all feel as we do, Tell. They swore to devote their lives to free Switzerland from the tyranny of Austria.
Good. We have made a start.
Aye, but I know not how 33 men can defeat the arms of Austria.
Whoever heard of a good Swiss caring about the number of the enemy? Can we stand tamely by and be trampled underfoot? Never. If we are to pass on to our children the freedom that was handed down to us, we must fight. And this new Swiss Federation is only the beginning.
Aye, but it could also be the end.
What dost thou mean?
Governor Gessler has devised a test to discover all those who would oppose his rule.
A test? What kind of test?
After the meeting tonight, I came here by way of Altdorf.
Aye.
In the center of the town square, there is now a pole with a cap of Herr Gessler's on top. The governor has commanded that all men who pass must bow to it or suffer the penalty of death.
So, he would make slaves of us. Pay homage to an empty bonnet.
Tell, do not go to Altdorf tomorrow. It will do no good.
I have promised Heinrich I would take him to Altdorf, Walter. And I shall go there like any honest man. No empty cap is going to frighten me from the city.
Then I pray thee, do not pass the poll with a cap.
I shall go where my business directs me, Walter. And I shall bow before no man's empty bonnet.
Criminy, I didn't know William Tell was involved in the Swiss Revolution.
Stand by to move the time machine ahead one day. Let's find out what happens in the village of Altdorf.
Yes, sir.
Reset the location to Altdorf and set the time to high noon. Stand by to activate the cycle reactor. Ready? Switch on. Steady. Hold it. Cut the cycle reactor. Stand by to activate the view screen.
Golly, do you suppose Tell will bow before the governor's bonnet?
I don't know, Jet, but we'll soon find out. Bring up the plate current. Increase the gain on the horizontal axis. Check the carrier frequency. And there's the bonnet on the pole.
You there. Homage to the governor's cap.
Father, look. There's the governor's bonnet.
Pay no heed, Andy. We go our own way.
You there. Homage to the governor's cap. Oh, God, stop those two. What's the matter with you? Would you incur the death penalty?
Have I done something unlawful?
You have insulted the emperor and our lord the governor by passing that cap without bowing to it.
Does an empty cap command any more respect than a cloak, or a doublet, or a pair of hose?
Insolent dog. Do you mock the emblem of royalty?
I dare to live as a free man.
Why, you...
No!
Hold. My lord, what is the trouble here? This man refuses to bow to thy royal bonnet.
So, another caught in my trap, eh? What is thy name?
Wilhelm Tell.
The best bowman in all Switzerland.
Quiet, Heinrich.
Is this thy son?
Aye, my firstborn.
I have heard of thee, Tell, and of thy skill with the crossbow. And although thy life is already forfeit because thou didst refuse to bow to the cap, I have inclined to be merciful. If thou canst hit the target which I set up, thy life will be spared.
Show me the target.
Guard, lead the boy to yon tree and place an apple on his head.
No! Surely thou dost jest.
I never jest, William Tell. Unless thou dost shoot the apple from thy son's head, thou dost die.
Thou tyrant. Dost thou think I would risk the life of my son to save my own?
Thou wilt take thy chances, Tell, or die.
Then I die.
No, Father, no.
Thou wilt shoot at the apple, William Tell, or see thy son slain before thine own execution. Guard, lead the boy to yon tree and place the apple.
That's all right, Father. I will stand very still. Thou wilt not miss.
Now we shall have sport indeed. Hurry along, I don't have all day. Now, Tell, we shall see just how great an archer thou art. Come, Tell. Notch thy arrow and have done with it.
Thank heaven the shot sped through. Run home to thy mother quickly, Heinrich, quickly.
Disperse. Go thy ways. Disperse, I say. Well, thy lucky shot didst hit the apple. But why didst thou take 2 arrows from thy quiver? And for what purpose didst thou place the 2nd arrow in thy belt?
This arrow was to avenge the death of my son, if I had killed him with the other.
Avenge? How avenge?
Thou didst force me to shoot the apple from my son's head, Herr Gessler, because I would not bow down before thy empty bonnet on yon pole. If I had slain my son, this arrow would have found its mark in thy cruel heart.
Why, how dare thee? Guard! Arrest this man.
Thou didst promise to spare my life.
And so I shall. But thou wilt spend it in chains. Take this rebel to the jailhouse.
Aye, my lord. Move you.
And seek out his friends and all like him.
Aye, my lord.
My cap on this pole has done well today. These Swiss peasants will learn that my word is law. They will obey my commands or suffer the consequences. William Tell, the great archer. His bow and his arrows will have little use for him when I have finished with him.
William Tell really lived all right, Captain. I'm convinced.
But it doesn't look as though he's going to live very long yet. Refocus to the jailhouse. I want to find out what that Herr Gessler is up to.
Yes, sir.
Bring up the beam focus. Increase target voltage. There he is.
My people will never bow to thee, Herr Gessler, or thy king or thy bonnet. We are free men and will never be slaves to a foreign crown.
Cease thy prattle, William Tell. The Emperor of Austria will have these lands, and I will govern them. There is nothing that thee and thy fellow farmers and goat herders can do to stop us.
No. Already they are banding together to drive thee and thy soldiers out of Switzerland.
I suspected as much. But without thee as their leader, they will scatter like sheep, and I will dispose of them one by one.
Unless they dispose of thee first.
Thou dost prattle like a fool. My soldiers outnumber thy band 100 to 1.
They do not fear. 1 Swiss is quite equal to 100 Austrians.
Not without thee as their leader.
They will find a way to rescue me.
Not if thou art not here.
What dost thou mean?
Thou art a menace to me, William Tell. Thee and thy loose talk of equal rights and freedom. When my men return, I will have them remove thee to the dungeon in the castle of Kuznacht. Thee and thy fatal bow will never more see the light of day.
Thou tyrant! If I could reach thy throat!
Down, peasant, if thou wilt wear thy head a while longer. My patience is sore pressed.
Thou wilt regret this day, Herr Gessler. My people will avenge thy cruelty.
Thy people? The swine. They will bow to the will of Gerhard Gessler, or this land will run red with their blood. Thou beast. Silence thy tongue, William Tell, or I will silence it for thee.
Yes.
Yes, sir?
Stand by to activate the materialization chamber. I'm afraid William Tell is going to need help. Get me the para-ray gun. Good. Stand by. Okay, Jet. Throw the switch.
Good luck, Captain. Spectre wave connectors are opening. Turbo activity is increasing. Voltage is building up. Spark gaps are closing. He's transforming to electrical impulses and beginning to dematerialize. There he goes. He's gone. God, I hope he got there in time. There's Gessler and Tell, but Where's Captain Zero?
Thou art a brave man, Herr Gessler, when thy opponent is bound hand and foot.
I've had enough of thy insolence, Tell. Thou wilt not be so stubborn when I have finished with thee.
Just a minute, Herr Gessler.
Who art thou? Where didst thou come from?
Release this man.
Who art thou to tell me what to do?
Release him, I said.
Thy strange clothing doth not frighten me.
Pararay's a success, all right. He's completely paralyzed. Where does Herr Gessler keep the keys to your chain?
What thou? What hast thou done to Gessler? What witchcraft is this? Why does he not move?
Look, there's no time for explanations. Gessler's men will return any minute. The effects of the ray gun will wear off. Now, where does Gessler keep the keys to your chain?
Keys? Yes, on the wall there.
There, your hands are free.
Thank thee, stranger. But what hast thou done to Herr Gessler?
He'll be all right. His locks are rusted.
Gessler!
Now, thou demon, a hole through thy middle will put an end to thy tricks.
Well done, stranger. Well done.
You're not safe yet, Tell. Gessler's men will soon return. There. Now, look. You've got to get away from here fast. Go out the back way and get to the mountains at once.
Aye, and thank thee, stranger. I know not who thou art, but I am most grateful.
Get going.
Aye, but what of thee? Art thou not joining my band to help free Switzerland of these tyrants?
No. You have no further need of me, William Tell. You and your countrymen will free Switzerland yourselves.
Would that I could be certain.
You can, William Tell. You can. Now get away from here, fast.
Farewell, stranger.
Good luck, Tell. All right, Jet. Take me back.
He's transforming from electrical impulses and beginning to materialize. He's coming in. He's in.
Good work, Jet. Did Tell get away all right?
I don't know. I guess so. No, he's still there.
What's the matter with him? Gessler's men will be there any minute.
Before I leave thee, Herr Gessler, there's one thing I must do.
No, Tell, no. Have mercy.
Force me to shoot an apple off my son's head, wilt thou?
No, Tell, I beg you, have mercy.
It now show me mercy. Stand steady, Herr Gessler.
No, Tell.
Steady, thou coward.
Mercy. No, Tell.
Next time, Herr Gessler, 'twill be thy black heart.
Well, he's escaped. Get the men, surround the jail. Go after him. The crossbowman of Berkeley. He well deserves that title.
Man, he got out of there just in time. Do you suppose the soldiers will catch him?
No. They didn't catch him, Jet. Tell got back to his men, all right. And together they united the Swiss people and freed their country from the Austrian rulers. In the year 1308, Switzerland became the first free state in the world.
How come there are so few recorded facts of Tell's existence?
Well, in those days, there were few written records, Jet. But the fact that he lives in the hearts of his people is enough. Today, William Tell is still a symbol of the Swiss love of liberty. Hi, boys and girls. Greetings, fellow Z-Men. I want to tell you how you can become a commissioned officer of the Zero Explorers in time and space and receive an official space passport and identification card. This passport entitles you to travel in accredited spaceships to any planet in our solar system. It also contains my official signature and photograph, as well as regulations for space travel and procedure for rocket ship blastoff. Just send your name and address to me, Captain Zero, in care of this station. Your letter will be forwarded to my laboratory by guided missile, and I will immediately send you your official space passport and identification card. So, till we meet again, fellow Z-Men, good luck in time and space.
Be sure to be standing by when we again transmit you to this remote location on the planet Earth, where Captain Zero and his associates will conduct another experiment in time and space.